Hello, friends. Good evening. Good evening, all of you. Good evening, friends. Good evening, Mishra. Good evening, Basanti. Good evening, everyone. Am I clearly visible and audible to all of you? Hi, everyone. Good evening. So, friends, welcome back once again in our fifth lecture for quantitative ability. Good evening, everyone. Tanu, good morning. All right. So, I hope my voice is clearly audible and I am clearly visible to all of you. Now, with this, we'll start with the fifth lecture of quantitative ability, in which we are going to discuss these areas in today's lecture. All right, so we'll finish with number 16, 17, 18, and 19. And if time will permit, in the mensuration, today we will take on two-dimensional geometry. Okay, so our pace is good. We are going good in these lectures. So probably tomorrow will not take entire 3.5 hours to finish the agenda for tomorrow. Okay, so the class might be of 2 to 2.5 hours for tomorrow. Okay, so today we are going to discuss problem on ages, then we'll move on to progressions, then permutation combination and probability. Okay. After finishing up with these topics, if the time will permit, we'll take on two-dimensional geometry and the remaining three topics, mensuration, three-dimensional, data interpretation and data sufficiency will be taken in tomorrow's lecture. All right. Okay. So let's quickly begin. Okay, so I shall wait for a few more seconds. Let other students quickly join in. Good evening, everyone. So still the students are joining in. Yes, Ankush, it can be done. So Ankush, so you are asking, can we solve them using a single variable? So the total number of questions in one of the questions yesterday was 90. So number of questions that we have attempted correctly, if I'll assume them as X, then the number of questions that we will attempt incorrectly can be taken as 90 minus X. All right. So X and 90 minus X, you can take a single variable and you could have easily solved this. Okay. All right. Devyani, all those questions are to be done by yourself, and there were a few questions. There were two, three questions that did not belong to the topic that we covered yesterday. Okay, I'll be covering them in the further lectures. So one of the questions that was given in yesterday's lecture belonged to the concept of permutation combination. All right. So please do not worry at all. I'll be covering each and everything based on which you will be able to solve all those questions. All right. Yes, Somu. Yes, you are correct. All right, friends. So let's begin with today's lecture. First of all, problem on ages. Now, I hope all of you remember what we have covered in simple equations yesterday. Now, whatever concepts that we have learned in simple equations, the way to solve linear equations in two variables, all those things will be used in these questions on problem on ages. Okay. Now, in problem on ages, like these are word problems and they are completely based on simple equations. All right. So these are completely based on simple equations. Again, the major challenge here would be the major challenge here would be formation of equations. All right. So you will be given some statements which will tell you or which will give you the relation between the ages of two or three persons. Using those statements, you will have to frame equations. And once you are able to frame these equations correctly, then you will be able to solve them in a proper way. The major challenge, like I told you, that is making these equations. All right. So let's understand a few problems, a few statements, okay, using which you will be able to frame these equations properly. Okay. So let's understand these equations. Now, if the statement is A is 5 years older than B, A is 5 years older than B, then what will be the equation in terms of A and B that you will make in this case? A is 5 years older than B. So if I want to make an equation consisting of A and B, what will be that equation? A is 5 years older than B. All right, Rani, nice way of making this equation. Good, very good. But Rani, can you give me one equation only in terms of A and B? Do not use any other variable. Try to do that. Now, I have written three statements. Now, let's convert these three statements in the form of equation. All right. Now, A is, all of you focus now, all of you listen to me now. Now, A is 5 years older than B. Now, forget about how much older he is. A is older than B. So, can I say that the age of A will be more than the age of B? Do you all agree with this? Yes or no? A is older than B. The question says that A is older than B. So I can say that the age of A is greater than the age of B. Now, in the beginning, I also used to face a lot of problem, a lot of difficulty in making these equations. Okay, where should I add 5? Where should I subtract 5? Okay, should I add 5 in A or should I subtract 5 from B? So I used to have some confusion in these questions. Okay, so now I devised a wonderful method of framing these equations. Now just determine who is greater than which person. Okay, here A is greater than B. So what you can do is larger value minus the smaller value. A is greater than B, so A is more than B. So larger value minus the smaller value, A minus B. Equate it to the number that is given in the question, equal to 5. So the equation will be A minus B is equal to 5. Okay, just please maintain silence. Okay, let me finish this off. Now in the second case, A is younger than B. A is less than B. So among A and B, which value is more? Which value is more among A and B? A is younger than B. All right. So A is less than B. So B is greater. So larger value minus the smaller value is equal to this number, that is 5. Simple as that. Okay. Right. Fine. Now, the third statement is different from the first two statements. It says that A is 5 times as old as B. Okay. So, the age of B when multiplied by 5 will give me the age of A. So, A is equal to 5B. Make a note of these statements and then I'll take you to other statements as well. So first is A is 5 years older than B, A is more than B. Larger value minus smaller value is equal to the number that is given, which is 5. A is 5 years younger than B, A is less than B. So then in this case, again the larger value minus the smaller value. B minus A is equal to 5. A is 5 times as old as B. 5 times means multiplication by 5. Okay. So A is equal to 5B will be the statement in this case. All right. Now let's look at some more statements. Let's make it slightly difficult. So number 4 is 5 years ago, A was 3 times as B. 5 years ago, A was 3 times as B. So what will be the equation? Make use of brackets properly. Make a proper use of brackets while you are making the equations. Okay. Now, statement number 4. They're talking about a period which was 5 years ago. So, if A's present age is A and B's present age is B, then 5 years ago, their ages were A minus 5 and B minus 5. Okay. Now, I want to look at a period which is 5 years ago. Now, 5 years ago, A minus 5 and B minus 5 will be their respective ages. 5 years ago, A was 3 times the age of B. So A minus 5 will be equal to 3 times bracket B minus 5. There are some students who have not used the bracket on the right hand side. Now, on the right hand side, the brackets are very important. So it's not 3B minus 5. It is 3 times B minus 5. All right, clear? Now, next statement, 5 year hence. 5 year hence means after 5 years. So they're talking about future. So 5 year hence, the ages of A and B will become A plus 5 and B plus 5 respectively. Now they are saying that B will be 7 times as A. So the age of B will become 7 times the age of A 5 years hence. So 5 saal baad, this will be the relation between A and B. Okay, I'll wait on this for a few seconds. Have a look at this and tell me if it is fine. Shelja, it will not be a negative sign, it will be a positive sign on the right hand side. Okay, let's have a look at some more statements. I'll wait on this slide for a few seconds. Basanti, hence means later, future. 5 years hence means 5 saal baad. Okay. Number 6. Now, people who have joined late, please don't ask me to repeat things. Okay, I will not be able to do that. Okay. So, statement number 6. A's age 5 years ago was 4 times B's age 6 years hence. A's age 5 years ago was 4 times B's age 6 years hence. Yes, Ankush, I think you have joined late again. I must say that. I've already mentioned that this chapter is completely related to the simple equations chapter that we have done yesterday. Now, A's age 5 years ago. So A's age 5 years ago, A minus 5. B's age 6 years hence. It will be B plus 6. Okay, please use brackets properly. So A's age 5 years ago, A minus 5. B's age 6 years hence, B plus 6. The relation is A's age was 4 times the age of B. All right. So this will be the equation. I can simplify and convert this equation in a simple equation. Okay. So these are the things that will be tested in these questions. Okay. All right. Now let's quickly solve these questions. You have a basic idea how to make equations, how to make relations. So this is the first slide. 3 statements. Those who have joined late, please take a snapshot of this. We don't have time so that you all can note it down. So please take a snapshot of this. So Shelja, A is equal to, okay, 5 times B. So 5 times is with B. So A is equal to 5 times B. All right. Similarly, 7 times as A. So 7 will be multiplied with A. 3 times B. So 3 was multiplied on the side of B. So this is how you can make it out. Okay. All right, Ankush. Good. Perfect. So these are the statements. Now let's have a look at the first question. Okay. Now in these questions, it is very important to read the last line of the question before you mark your answer. Okay, it is very important. Now here there are two characters in this story, A and B. Okay, so A's present age is A and B's present age is B. They are talking about a time period 10 years ago. So A minus 10, B minus 10. Now 10 years ago, A's age was half the age of B. So this is the first equation. Okay, this is the first equation. Second is, if the ratio of their present ages is 3 is to 4, so A upon B is equal to 3 upon 4. Okay, so ratio of their present ages is 3 is to 4. Now this question can be solved in two different ways. Okay, one is you can make equations, right? So if I'll simplify the first equation on the left hand side, this first equation, cross multiply 2. So it will become 2A minus 20 is equal to B minus 10. Now take B on the left hand side. So 2a minus b is equal to minus 20 will go on the right hand side. It will become plus 20. So 20 minus 10 is 10. This is the first equation. Okay. Look at the second relation. A upon b is 3 upon 4. Do cross multiplication. So 4a is equal to 3b and take b on the left hand side. So 4a minus 3b is equal to 0. This is the second equation, right? Now you have two equations, you can solve them. So we have done a lot of things in yesterday's lecture in linear equations in two variables. So you all can easily solve these equations, right? So what I'll do is, let me copy these equations on the next page. So I'm solving these equations. For the next questions, I will depend on all of you. So all of you will have to solve and give me the answer. So those who have already solved, can you give me the values of A and B after solving these two equations? Okay, so these are the equations. I will multiply the first equation by 2. So it will become 4a minus 2b is equal to 20. And I'll keep the second equation as it is. 4a minus 3b is equal to 0. Now, first equation minus second equation. First equation minus second equation will be it will be b on the left hand side is equal to 20 minus 0, that is 20. So I'm getting the value of b as 20. Now, if the value of b is 20, the value of a, you can substitute the value of b in this equation and get the value of a. So the value of a will be equal to 15, right? So these are their present ages. So A's present age is 15 and B's present age is 20. All right. So these are their present ages. Okay. Now let's look at the question. The question here is, then find out the sum of their ages 10 years later. After 10 years, what will be the sum of their ages? Okay. People give me a few seconds. I'm sorry. Yes, Ria, it was. So A's present age is 15 and B's present age is 20. Now, carefully, what do we have to find out? We have to find out the sum of their ages, the sum of their ages 10 years later. So B's age will become 30, that is 20 plus 10, and A's age will become 25. The sum of these two numbers, 25 plus 30, is 55. Okay, so 55 should be the correct answer of this question. All right, am I clear? So 55 is the correct answer of this question, right? Okay. So A's present age 15. So after 10 years, A will become 25. B's present age is 20. After 10 years, he will become 30. Now the sum of these ages, 30 plus 25, is equal to 55. Now this is one way of solving this. Now I was talking about another way of solving this question, right? So people, what you can do is, the ratio of A and B is given as 3 is to 4. So you can assume the values of A and B as 3x and 4x respectively. Okay. Now substitute these values of A and B in this equation. So you will get one equation, or you can substitute it in this equation as well. Okay, so 2a minus b is equal to 10. So 2a, a को 3x put करो, so 2a will become 6x minus b, that is 4x, is equal to 10. From here you will get the value of x as 5. Okay, now value of x is 5, take it and substitute it back again. So if x is 5, the value of a will become 15, the value of b will become 20. So this might look easy to some of you. Okay, so this is another way of solving the same question. All right. Roshan, carefully look at, I have multiplied it by 2. On the right hand side, it is 20. Okay, 4a minus 2b is equal to 20. I have multiplied it by 2, multiplied the entire equation by 2. Now, a small suggestion to all of you. Uh, Roshan, were you there in the lecture yesterday in the last portion, linear equations? So, if you were there, I have explained everything in that lecture, in that portion, that why do we multiply it by 2, why do we multiply it by 3? Okay, so why I do multiply by 2? Because I want 4a. Here it was 4a. I needed 4a. That is why I multiplied it by 2. Okay. All right. Now let's move on and look at next question, question number 2. Yes, Pihu, this is elimination method. Yes, Ankush, you can solve by substitution method as well. Hemlata, it was 10 years back. 10 years back, A was half the B's age. It's not at present, it was 10 years back. Now, question number 2. 8 years back, Rohan's age was 4 times the age of his son. 8 years hence, Rohan's age will become twice the age of his son. Find out the present age of Rohan. All right, Ankush, Pooja, Shiji, Vaishnavi, Vasundhara. We want the present age of Rohan. Present age. Careful with your answer. Is it 32, 40, or 48? Present age of Rohan. All right. Plenty of you have given the answer. Let's start and simplify this. Now there are two characters here, Rohan and his son. Gunjan, focus here now. So, Gunjan, were you present when I was explaining all these things? When I explained 5 statements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In fact, 6 statements. So practice all these things once again. Okay? So if you are unable to make the equations right now, so you'll have to do practice. Okay? So follow me in this question. Now there are two characters here, Rohan and his son, right? So let's say R and S are their present ages. In general, we always start by assuming the present ages. Now they're saying that 8 years back. So 8 years back, their ages will be R minus 8 and S minus 8. Okay. 8 years back, Rohan was four times his son. So Rohan was four times his son. This is the first equation. Okay. I can simplify it. I can write it as, so take variables on one side, it will become R minus 4S is equal to minus 24. All right. This is the first equation. Now talking about second equation. Very slowly, 8 years hence. Hence means later. So R plus 8 and S plus 8 will be their ages 8 years hence. 8 years hence, Rohan's age will become twice. So Rohan will become twice his son's age, right? So this is second equation. Upon simplification, I'll get R minus 2S is equal to 8. Are you all getting, those who are getting this equation, please write yes. Those who are getting these two equations, quickly write yes. Wonderful. Now, the only portion left here is you will have to solve these equations. Okay, so you will have to now solve these equations. So Aditi, please make a correction wherever you have made a mistake, and you will get the same equations. Okay, I've already explained them, so you can rewrite these equations. So now you can solve these two equations. So what is the value of R? What is the value of R? R is 40 and S is 16. Okay. So let me solve this. This minus this. 2S is equal to 32. So S is 16 and R is 40. Okay. Fine. So R is 40 and S is 16. Now what they are asking, find out the present age of Rohan. R is the present age of Rohan. So answer will be 40 years. Okay. Simple. Next question, question number 3. Aditi, later or future both are one and the same thing. Later is in future. Madhuri, see, why I'm not seeing your messages? You are asking me from here, how do you get this? Okay, so I have already explained that you can take variables on one side and constants on another side. Now I'll not be teaching you additions, basic additions and subtractions, right? Right, Madhuri? I know that you are asking me something, but understand that I cannot teach you minus 32 plus 8 is equal to 24. Okay? I cannot teach you such things. Minus 32 plus 8. So whatever is required here, I have told you that you will have to take variables on one side and constants on the other side. Okay. Lakshya says, great question. So Kanchana, solve it again. Open the brackets properly. Okay. And do take care of negative or positive sign. Huh? Do take care of negative or positive sign. No problem, Lakshmi. Okay, चलिए solve करते हैं. Now we have to be very careful with the language of this question, huh? Now Katrina is younger than Salman. So at the beginning we have seen here they are saying that Katrina is less than Salman by the same number that Katrina is elder than Vicky. Katrina is more than Vicky. Okay, so Katrina will be smaller than Salman by how many years? It will be S minus K, larger minus smaller. I have told you earlier. And Katrina will be elder than Vicky by how many years? K minus V. Again, larger minus smaller. And the question is saying that these two are equal. I'll repeat. Katrina is less than Salman. Younger means less. Katrina is less than Salman by the same number of years. So how many years? It will be the age of Salman minus the age of Katrina. Okay. So it will be S minus K, larger minus smaller. This is equal to the number of years that Katrina is elder than Vicky. Katrina is more than Vicky. So here Katrina is larger, Vicky is smaller. So it will be K minus V, right? So I'll take K on one side. So it will become 2K is equal to S plus V. Okay, right? So this is the first equation. Chetan, please don't deviate from the topic. Stay here. The sum of the ages of Salman and Vicky. Now, S plus V, the value is given as 48. Okay. Now I can substitute the value of S plus V here. That will give me 2K is equal to 48. And the value of K will be equal to 24. Okay. Now we have got the value of K and they're asking the age of Katrina. So age of Katrina is equal to 24, right? Okay, the age of Katrina is 24. Katrina is 36 now. Okay, so then, so question is a little older. Question is 12 years older. Fine. So Katrina is 24. Now, Ankush, you are saying that Katrina is 24, fine. But Salman, you are saying it is 36 and Vicky is 12. How can you say this thing? So this cannot be determined. So from here, the age of Katrina can be determined and the sum of the ages of Salman and Vicky can be determined. But you cannot, no Ankush, you cannot determine the ages of Salman and Vicky. Katrina is 24, Salman can be 30 and Vicky can be 18, right? It's just that we know the sum of the ages of Salman and Vicky. All right? Clear? Okay. Now let's move on and look at the next question, question number 4. Javiria, you're asking ki class PPT are not opening, so some students are able to open them. Okay, so you can download it again and then try to open. Now, question number 4. Mohan's age is thrice the sum of the ages of his two children. After 5 years, his age will become the age, twice the sum of the ages of his two children. Find out the present age of Mohan. No problem, Ankush. Absolutely fine. I just made a clarity that in the last question we cannot find the separate ages of Salman and Vicky. Okay, let's solve this. Now I can see that there are three characters here: Mohan and his two children. So let's say the first child is A, the second child is B. So the first statement says Mohan's age is thrice the sum of the ages of his two children. Okay. Next is after 5 years. So after 5 years, Mohan's age will be M plus 5. The age of first son will be A plus 5 and age of second son will be B plus 5. Okay. Now after 5 years, Mohan's age will become twice the sum of the ages of his two children. Okay, so this is the entire equation, right? Now I have three variables but two equations. But actually, you will observe that why twice? Because it is written in the question. Pooja, it is written in the question. That is the only reason. Okay. Now, I can write the first equation m is equal to 3 times a plus b. And second equation, I can simplify it. So m plus 5 is equal to twice of a plus b plus 10. Okay. So m plus 5 is equal to twice of a plus b plus 10. Right? Okay. Now what you can do is you can calculate the value of a plus b from the first equation. So a plus b is equal to m upon 3. And you can substitute the value of a plus b here. So this equation will become m plus 5 is equal to twice of m upon 3 plus 10. Okay. Jaswant, I have kept the plus sign. I've put the plus sign. ठीक है? अरे इतना सही है यार राम्या प्रियदर्शनी. Thank you for noticing it. Okay. सही है? So this is the final equation. Now you can simplify and get the value of m. Okay. I'm solving it at the top of the screen. So it will be m minus 2 by 3m, that is m upon 3 is equal to 15. So the value of m comes out to be 45 years. Okay. Now what do we have to find out? We have to find out the present age of Mohan. So m is the present age of Mohan. The correct answer will be option B. Okay. The present age of Mohan, that is option B, is the correct answer. Right? Okay. Now, next question. Good, Megha, very good. So Kanchana, you have made the correct equation. The first equation, r minus 4s is equal to, it should be minus 24. So Kanchana, just on the right hand side, it will be minus 24. That is the only mistake that you have done. R minus 4s is equal to, on the right hand side, it should be minus 24, Kanchana. So Ankush, if you have considered sum of the ages as one variable, okay, in the previous question, probably some of you might have done that. If you have considered sum of the ages as one variable, so please do not make a mistake here. So 5 will be added twice. 5 will be added twice. Okay. Yes. So years added 10. In case there are 3 children, it will be 15. 4 children, it will be 20, and so on. All right, Ankush, just be careful at that place. Kanchana, are you able to understand what mistake you have done for that question? All right, nice. After 15 years, the age of Raj will become 5 times his age 5 years ago. Simple sa question hai. So Raj, there is only one variable. So let's say R is the present age of Raj. So after 15 years, that is R plus 15, the age of Raj will become 5 times his age 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Okay, this is the equation. What is the present age of R? What is the present age of Raj? The value of R comes out to be 10 after solving this. Okay, now find out the age of Raj after 5 years from his present age. So after 5 years, just add 5 and you will get, no, answer is not 10, answer is 15. I have suggested a lot of you in these questions, especially you can do this for every question. Whenever you get the final answer and you want to mark your answer, just before marking your answer, look at the last statement of the question and find out what is being asked. Okay, because a lot of times it happens that we have got the value of R here as 10 and we have an option 10 and we mark this option, which is incorrect. Okay, so make sure that you always visit the last statement of the question before you mark your answer. Okay, all right. Now let's move on and look at the next chapter, progressions. Okay, now what is the meaning of progression series? Any series that progresses is called a progression series. Okay, any series that progresses is called a progression series. So in reasoning, have you studied the topic of number series? Yes, you have studied the topic of number series. Now, in number series, generally what we used to do, a series was given and we used to find out the next term of that series, right? So all the series that you have studied there in number series, all of them were progression series. Okay, right? So here we are going to study three specific type of progression series, which are arithmetic progression, geometric progression, and harmonic progression. Out of these three, we'll be studying arithmetic and geometric progression in detail. Okay. There are some formulas, there are some logics which are related to arithmetic and geometric progression, but there is no such formula which is related to harmonic progression. We'll just understand the logic of harmonic progression and will not have any formula for that. Okay. So we'll be studying arithmetic and geometric progression in detail with their formulas and then harmonic progression as well. Right. Now, what is arithmetic progression? Let's start with arithmetic progression. So what is arithmetic progression? Anyone? Arithmetic progression होता क्या है? So arithmetic progression is basically a series in which a same number is added or subtracted from the previous term to generate the next term. So the difference between any two consecutive terms is always same. All right. Asha, I've just covered one question and there were no other. Okay. So the difference between consecutive terms is always same. So you can say that 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, 23, and so on. This is an arithmetic progression. All right. This is an arithmetic progression. Okay. Now here the common difference is how much? People, is my voice clear? Now, Kumari, you have mentioned today as well. You mentioned yesterday as well, and I request you to please check your internet connection or check your audio device because my voice is clear to all the other students. Okay. Now, here, what is the common difference of the series? Absolutely, the common difference is 4. Okay. Now, let's understand some important terminologies. Important audio and visible also clear, sir. Thank you, Madhuri. So let's understand some terminologies, okay, which are related with an arithmetic progression. Now, first of all, A is the first term, D is the common difference, okay, N is the number of terms, and L will be the last term. Okay, so these are the 4 terminologies that will be used in the formulas of arithmetic progression. Now, the first formula of arithmetic progression is, so this series is given, and let's say you will have to find out the 100th term. Fine, obviously we cannot keep writing all these terms to find out the 100th term, right? So nth term, the first formula is for nth term is equal to a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. A plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Okay. So if I'll apply this formula to find out the 100th term, so 100th term will be A. A in this case is how much? What is the value of A in the above series? It is equal to 3. What is the value of D in the above series? The value of D is 4. Absolutely. What is the value of N in the above series? It is 100. Okay. Now substitute these values in the formula. A, that is 3 plus 100 minus 1 multiplied by 4. And you will get the 100th term of the series. So please help me out with the 100th term. All right, Vaishnavi. Nayana, please check your answer. Please check the calculation. Now, 100 minus 1 is 99. 99 into 4 is 396. 396 plus 3 is 399. So 399 is the nth term of this series. All right. Nth term of the series is 399. Okay. Now let's have a look at the next formula. So I'll keep it in a box. Now the next formula is to find out the sum of first n terms of the series. Yes, Pranav, this is last term. L is the last term. Okay, last term or nth term. So this is similar to this last term or nth term. Okay. Now, Chitri, D is the common difference, the difference between any two consecutive terms, right? Okay. Now let's move ahead and look at the next formula. Now, the next formula is to find out the sum of first n terms of a series of AP. Okay, sum of the first n terms of an AP. So sum of first n terms. Now this has two different formulas. Now if we know the last term or if we don't know the last term. All right. So the formula is n by 2 bracket A plus L. N is the number of terms, A is the first term, and L is the last term. Or this formula can be written as n by 2 bracket 2a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Okay, note down these formulas. This formula is for the sum up till n number of terms of a series. Very good, Pihu. No, Ankush, whatever, like if they will ask you this, the term 110th term, 200th term, so accordingly you will be putting the values of n. Hemlata, yes, but if the last term is not given, then you can use this formula. Okay. All right. So let's solve for the question. So my question is now for the previous series, for this series, find out the sum of first 50 terms. Sum of first 50 terms for this previous series. Yes, Lakshay, they can ask. So you will calculate the sum of all the terms and then remove the sum of first 20 terms from that. Sum of 50 terms, 50. Okay. Now here A is 3, D is 4. I'll write it. A is 3, common difference is 4, and number of terms is 50. So sum till first 50 terms is equal to 50 by 2, n by 2 bracket, twice of A plus n minus 1, that is 50 minus 1 multiplied by D, that is 4. I just have to simplify this. So it will be 50 minus 1 is 49, 49, 98, 101. So 50 into 101, that is 5050. So 5050 is the answer. All of you will have to just simplify this part and get the answer. All right. Okay. Now, here in this series, you have observed that this series is an increasing series, right? Every next term is more than the previous term. That means the common difference here is positive. Okay. Now the common difference can also be negative. So if I have a series like 23, 19, 15, 11, and so on, right? So in this case, the common difference is equal to minus 4. Okay, the common difference is equal to minus 4, right? Okay, so you have to be very careful in looking at the sign of the common difference. Now find the 20th term of this series. Now here A is 20. What is the common difference? What is the common difference here? Common difference is minus 5. Okay. So I want to find out 20th term. The formula is A plus n minus 1 into D. The value of A is 20. The value of n is also 20. 20 minus 1. The value of common difference is minus 5. So my answer will be 19 into 5, 95 minus 95 plus 20 minus 75. Simplify carefully. Minus 75 is the correct answer of this question. Okay. All right. Next question. Sachin saves rupees 1000 in the first week of the year and then increases his saving by 350 every week. In which week of the year will his saving be 4150? Yes, Ankush, yes, you will have to do it. So in the first week, the saving is 1000. So the value of A will be 1000. The common difference is 350. Okay. And here the last term or the nth term is given as 4150. Okay. So you'll have to find out in how many weeks it will become 4150. So you'll have to find out the value of n. So 4150 is equal to 4150 is equal to the nth term is equal to A plus n minus 1. The value of n will have to find out multiplied by D, that is 350. Okay. Now simplify this. What you can do is you can cancel out common factors from both the sides. Okay. So if you will cancel out 0 first of all from both the sides, so you will get 415 is equal to 100. I'm sorry, 100 plus, open the bracket, 35n minus 35. So 35n, you could have cancelled 5 as well. 35n will be equal to 415 plus 35, 430, 450 minus 100, that is 350. So the value of n comes out to be 10. So his saving will become this value in the 10th week of the year. So the correct answer should be option B. The value of n is 10, not 9, Nisi, not 9, it will be 10th. Okay. The value of n will be equal to 10. Right. Next question. Find the sum of first 20 terms of the given AP. Sum of first 20 terms of the given AP. Okay, so we need to calculate sum, not the 20th term, first of all. Okay, so read the question carefully. Some of you are giving me an answer which is very low. I think they are calculating the 20th term. They're not calculating the sum of 20 terms. Okay, so the formula Sn is equal to n by 2 bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so this is the formula. So the value of n is 20, 20 by 2. The first term is 2. So 2 multiply 2 plus n minus 1, 20 minus 1 multiplied by d. Now what is common difference here? What is the common difference here? Minus 3. Absolutely. So this is a negative series. So minus 3 is the common difference. हो जाएगा simplify easily, yes or no? Outside bracket it is 10, 4, 19 into 3 minus 19 into 3 is 57. So answer will be minus 530. All right, simple question. Okay, now next question. Find the sum of the series in front of you. Find the sum of the series in front of you. Again, you will have to find out the sum. Okay. All right, Uni. A lot of you are giving 1625 as the answer. Maximum number of students have given 1625 as the answer. It should be correct, I believe. Now here, the first term is given, the last term is given. Now, to find out the sum of the series, I need to know the number of terms as well. So can anyone help me with the number of terms? All right, good. How to find out number of terms? Using the formula nth term is equal to a plus n minus 1 into t. Now here nth term, that is the last term, is 125 is equal to first term plus n minus 1 multiplied by the common difference. Common difference is 5. So the value of n will be equal to 125 minus 5, 120 divided by 5, 24 plus 125. No, Sneha, nth term is not 25. Sneha, n is equal to 25. Okay, so n is equal to 25, right? Okay, now the value of n I have got as 25. So now you can calculate the sum of n terms using the formula n by 2 bracket. You can use any of the formulas 2a plus n minus 1 into d, or you can use n by 2 bracket a plus l. So 25 by 2, n is 25, a is 5, and the last term, l is the last term or the nth term is this. So answer will come out to be 25 multiplied by 65, right? Okay, 130 divided by 2 is 65. 25 into 65, you can do the multiplication. Answer will be 1625. 1625 will be your final answer. Okay, now moving ahead. Next question. What is the sum of all digits which appear in all the integers from 10 to 100? Now, this is a tricky question. Now, whatever is required to do this question, we have discussed that in the very first lecture. So, हमने first lecture में discuss किया था. What is the sum of all the digits? So, read the question carefully. They don't want the sum of the numbers from 10 to 100. They don't want the sum of the numbers from 10 to 100. Okay, they are not asking 10 plus 11 plus 12 plus 13 up till 100. No, they are not asking this. They're asking, the numbers are 10, 11, 12, 13. What is the sum of all the digits? So here the sum of the digits is 1, sum of the digits is 2, sum of the digits is 3, then 4, and so on. They're asking what is the sum of all the digits which are used starting from 10 up till 100. Okay, so understand the question carefully. Now, before you start solving, it is always important to understand the questions. Now, solve it. I'm giving you 2 minutes for this. Let's understand how to solve this quickly. Okay. Now we have to find out the sum of all the digits. So we should be knowing that how many times every digit has appeared in these numbers. Okay. Now in the first lecture, I've told you that starting from 1 up till 9, every digit appears once. Please keep writing it. Starting from 1 up till 99, every digit appears how many times? Good, Priyadarshini. Very good. Good to see that some of you remember this thing. Somu, Hemlata, Shubham, Rani, Tulsi, Muskan, Riya. Good. 20 times. Starting from 1 up till 999, every digit will appear how many times? 300 times. Okay, good that you all remember. Okay. Now here, I have to look at numbers starting from 10 up till 100. Okay. First of all, I'll look at all the numbers starting from 10 up till 99. ठीक है, मैं last number remove कर दूंगा. I'll not look at last number, right? So starting from 10 up till 99, I will look at all these numbers. So using this data, can you tell me starting from 10 up till 99, every digit will appear how many times? Careful. Okay, it should be 19 times. Let me explain how. Okay. Now, starting from 1 up till 9, every digit is appearing once. And starting from 1 up till 99, every digit is appearing 20 times. If I remove all these numbers from these numbers, okay, so I will get 10 starting from 10 up till 99. Okay, so 20 minus 1 will be equal to 19. In the first 9 numbers, every digit is appearing once. Okay, and in the first 99 numbers, every digit is appearing 20 times. So if I remove first 9 digits, I can say that starting from 10 up till 99, every digit will appear 19 times. So 1 will be there 19 times, 2 will be there 19 times, 3 will be there 19 times, and so on. 9 will be there 19 times. I'm not counting the number of zeros because 0 will not contribute towards the sum. 0 will not contribute towards the sum. Okay. So 1 is appearing 19 times. So here it will be 19 into 1. Then the sum will be 19 into 2, 19 into 3. Very good, Karthik. 19 into 9. So add all these numbers. So you can say that the sum here will be 19 bracket 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on up till 9. That will be equal to 19 multiplied by the sum of the values in the bracket is 45. Good. And this value comes out to be 855. Right? Now I have left one more number. Pooja, ruk jao. I have left one number. So this is the sum of the digits up till 99. I have one more number, 100. What is the sum of the digits of 100? It is 1. So in the final answer, 855 plus 1 will be added and it should be 856. So if you'll forget this step, like all the hard work that you have done, it will be wasted. Okay, so 856 option B will be the correct answer. All right, great. Now let's move on and look at the next question. So Pooja, last part is 100. One number was left. I've checked up till 99. 100 was left. In 100, the sum of the digits was 1, which was added to 855 to get the final answer as 856. Okay, great. Now moving on to look at the next part, geometric progression. Geometric progression. Now, like in arithmetic progression, the difference between the two consecutive terms was same. Here in this case, the ratio of any two consecutive terms will be same. The ratio. Okay. So if the if so let's assume that the first term is 3, second term is 6, third term is 12, next term is 24, 48. So what will be the next term of the series? 48 multiplied by 2. Okay. 48 multiplied by 2, that is 96. Right. So here every term is multiplied by 2 to generate the next term. Every term is multiplied by 2 to generate the next term. Okay. Similarly, like here, every term is multiplied by 2. Every term can be multiplied by a fraction as well, or a negative number also, right? Now, this value earlier, the term that we have used was the common difference. Here, the term that we'll use will be common ratio. So, A is the first term, R is the common ratio. Now, in this case, the common ratio is equal to 2. Again, n will be the number of terms, and t nth will be the nth term, and so on. So all the other terminologies are same. One extra terminology here is the common ratio, that is R. Okay. Now, once again, first of all, the formula for nth term. So nth term here will be A multiplied by R raised to the power n minus 1. So keep noting down the formulas here. A multiplied by R raised to the power n minus 1 is the formula for nth term. Right? Now, next formula is for sum of first n terms. Sum of first n terms. Now, here we'll have two formulas. A bracket R raised to the power n minus 1 upon R minus 1. Now, this formula is to be used when R is greater than 1. Okay. The other formula is similar. A bracket 1 minus R raised to the power n upon 1 minus R. The formula to be used when R is less than 1. Okay. So note down both the formulas. Yes, Rani, n is the number of terms. Okay. So now these two formulas again, they will be used directly. Huh? So first question. Find the eighth term of the given GP. Now, people, how can you find out the value of R? Okay, so just pick up any two terms, divide the second term by the first term. So 6 divided by 3 is equal to 2. This is how you can find out the value of R. All right. All right. चलिए देखते हैं. Now here, what is the common ratio? Common ratio, is it plus 2 or minus 2? Now here it will be 6 upon minus 3, that is minus 2. I've just now told you how to calculate common ratio. Second term divided by the first term. So 6 divided by minus 3, that is minus 2. So minus 2 will be the common ratio. A is minus 3, and we'll have to find out the eighth term of the series. So eighth term, I can write it as A multiplied by R raised to the power n minus 1. A is minus 3, R is minus 2, power will be n minus 1, that is 8 minus 1. So minus 3 multiplied by minus 2 raised to the power 7. Minus 2 raised to the power 7 कितना होता है? It is minus 128. 2 raised to the power 7 is 128. So minus 2 raised to the power 7 will be minus 128. Now multiply these two numbers. So the answer will be positive. That is 384. Okay, 384 will be the answer of this question. Right? Okay. Now next question. In a certain colony of cancerous cells, each cell divides into two every minute. How many cells will be produced from a single cell if the rate of division continues for 12 minutes? Good, Ankush, very good. But Ankush, you have to find out the sum. Good. All right. Now, we started from one cell. How many cells will be produced from a single cell? Okay. Each cell divides into two every minute. So after 1 minute, there will be two cells. Then after another 1 minute, it will become four. Then it will become eight. Then it will become 16 and so on up till 12th term. Okay. So every cell divides into two. So every minute, Khushi, read carefully. Each cell divides into two every minute. It's not every 2 minutes. Okay? All right, Khushi. So each cell divides into two every minute. So in 1 minute, it divides into two. Okay? चलिए. So solve करते हैं. So this is a geometric progression. A is 2, R is 2, and N is 12. So sum till n number of terms is A bracket R raised to the power n minus 1 upon R minus 1. Okay. So 2 bracket 2 raised to the power 12. What is the value of 2 raised to the power 12? The value of 2 raised to the power 12 is 4096 minus 1 upon 1. Now the calculation is simple. Mary, because they are asking how many cells will be produced from a single cell. Okay. So I have originally one cell and they're asking how many cells will be produced from this. That means after the first cell. Okay. Right, Uni? So yes, originally there is one cell, but they're asking how many cells are produced from this cell. So we are not including the first, we are looking after that. Okay. So 2 multiplied by 4095 and the answer will be 8190. That is option C. Okay. Hemlata, it's better to remember the value of 2 raised to the power 10, that is 1024. Then 2 raised to the power 11 will be double of this, that is 2048. Then 2 raised to the power 12 will be double of this, that is 4096. With practice, you will be able to remember these values. Right, Gunjan? Okay. Now, the last thing here, harmonic progression. We'll just understand this harmonic progression. Okay. Now, tell me, I'm writing a series. What type of series that is? What is this series? You know the series very well. This is an arithmetic progression. Okay. This is an arithmetic progression, right? Yes, Lakshay, you can do that. Absolutely. Now, this is arithmetic progression. A harmonic progression is a series made by taking the reciprocal inverse of every term of arithmetic progression. So if this is an arithmetic progression, then 1 by 5, 1 by 8, 1 by 11, 1 by 14, 1 by 17, and so on will be a harmonic progression. That's it. This is what you need to understand. You need to know about harmonic progression. Okay. So the inverse of an arithmetic progression is harmonic progression. Am I clear to all of you? Perfect. Simple. Yahi cheez, like this is the only thing that you'll have to remember about harmonic progression. Nothing more than that, nothing less than that. No, Ankush, GP is not considered in harmonic progression. No, only arithmetic progression. Inverse of every term of arithmetic progression will give you harmonic progression. Also, if you have harmonic progression given, inverse of every term of harmonic progression will give you an arithmetic progression. All right. Okay. Now let's start with the next topic, permutation and combination. Now in permutation combination, there are plenty of concepts. So we will be looking at most of these concepts through the questions. Okay. So we'll be looking at most of these concepts through the questions. I'll be taking the break at 7 o'clock. Okay. We'll be taking a break at 7. All right. So another 20 minutes we'll study. Okay. So we'll introduce permutation combination, a few things, and then a break will be taken at 7. Okay. Chali. Now permutation combination. Now quickly, the first type of questions in permutation combination is based on formation of numbers. All right. Formation of numbers. Now here, generally the question that you will see is, let's say you will have to make a 3-digit number. So you will be given some digits. Okay, let's say using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed? Okay. Now, how many 3-digit numbers can be formed using all these digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Now, a proper way of doing this is we will start from this place and we'll find out in how many ways I can fill this place. Okay, right? So this place has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 options. This place can be filled in 6 ways. I'll write it. Okay. Now moving on to the next place. Again, to fill this place, I have all the digits available 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this place can also be filled in 6 ways. Then for the next place, again, I have all the 6 possibilities. So this place can also be filled in 6 ways. Multiply these three, 6 into 6 into 6, answer will be 216. Okay, now this was the question when any digit can come at any place. So that means the repetition of digits was allowed. So it was not mentioned that in any 3-digit number like this, okay, if the digits are same or the digits are different, it was not mentioned. So that is why I considered all the possibilities. Okay. Now there can be a question in which they may say that how many 3-digit numbers can be formed using these digits such that repetition of digits is not allowed. Okay, repetition of digits is not allowed. That means in any 3-digit number, all the digits should be distinct. सारे के सारे digits different होने चाहिए, right? So in that case, we will solve it in a similar manner. Okay, so again we'll start from the left hand side. Number of ways in which this place can be filled is 6. All the 6 digits are available to be filled at this place. Now, once this place is filled, so one digit will be used. All right, one digit, कोई भी इनमें से एक digit use हो चुका होगा. That particular digit will not be available for the next place. So number of possibilities, number of options left for the next place will be 5. Okay, right? Now these two places are filled. So what will be the number of options left for the next place? It will be 4. We'll multiply them simply. 6 into 5 into 4, that is 120. will be the answer. Okay. So if there is no restriction, there can be 216 digits that can be, sorry, 216 numbers that can be made. If there is a limitation, then only 120 numbers can be made. All right. Okay. Now let's take one variation of this question. Slightly difficult. Now the digits given are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are the digits that are given. So question is, how many total 3-digit numbers can be made using these 7 digits? No, Somu, in any particular number, so you cannot make a number like 233. 3 is repeated twice. Okay? Right? So this is what I mean by repetition of digits is not allowed. Okay, good. Now, some of you are correct, but fine, it's okay. We are just at the beginning of this. All right. Now, here repetition of digits is allowed. We want to make a total of like total 3-digit numbers. Fine. So, repetition is allowed. Now, we'll start from this place. In how many ways this place can be filled? In how many ways this place can be filled? This place cannot be filled in 7 but 6 ways, because 0 cannot come at this place. If 0 will come, it will not be a 3-digit number. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This place can be filled in 6 ways. 0 cannot come here. Next, if one of the digits is used, then sorry, repetition is allowed. Fine. So this place can be filled in a total of 7 ways, and then 7 ways, because 0 can come at these two places. So the answer will be 6 into 7 into 7. 49 into 6 is how much? 294. So 294, Vijay Lakshmi, 294 will be the correct answer. All right. Okay. Okay. Now, if I'll say that repetition is not allowed, repetition is not allowed, then what will be your final answer? Ketan, 7 is the total number of digits. All of them can come here. Similarly, here also, repetition was allowed. That is why I have written that. Okay. Now, again, here it is very important to be very careful. All right. Now for this place, I have 6 possibilities, 6 ways in which this can be filled. Okay, right? Now let's carefully move on to the next place. Now for this next place, originally there were 7 ways in which this can be filled. Originally, all the digits. But one of the digits is already used at the leftmost place, right? Originally, there were 7 ways: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 ways in which this place can be filled. But one of the digits is used. Since repetition is not allowed, so number of possibilities left for this place will be 6. Okay? Now, moving on to the next place. Originally, there were 7 ways, but 2 of the digits are already used. So I'm left for 5 digits at this place. So multiply them. 6 into 6 into 5, that is 180. So 180 will be the answer of this question. Am I clear? So have a look at this. No, Kanchana. Kanchana, 6 is not the digit, but 6 is the number of ways in which this can be filled. Okay? So this 6, basically, originally there were 7 ways, 7 digits available: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These digits were available to be filled at this place. But one of the digits is already used. So I'm left with 6 ways to fill this. Okay? Am I clear? This is the number of ways in which this can be filled. This is not the digit 6 that I am filling here. All right? Great. Now, the similar kind of logic can be applied when you are making, the similar kind of logic can be applied when you are making a word with the given alphabets, right? Okay, a similar kind of logic. Now, let's understand the meaning of permutation and combination. So I'll take an example, we'll understand you the meaning, and then we'll go on a break and we'll solve the questions after that. Now, let's say there are A, B, C, D, and E. There are 5 people given, or 5 की जगह भी 4 कर देते हैं. There are 4 people which are given. Out of these 4 people or 4 objects, you will have to select any 2 objects. Okay? So 4 objects are given, out of which you'll have to select any 2 objects. So, what will be the number of ways in which this can be done? All right. Now, in how many ways I can select 2? So, if I write all those possibilities, AB, AC, AD, BC, BD, and CD. Okay. I could write 6 ways in which we can select any 2. Okay. Now, when you have this thing selection, all right, so you are selecting AB or you are selecting BA. It is one and the same thing. Okay. You will not have to consider them separately. Okay, right? AB or BA is one and the same thing. So when you are doing selection, the order, the sequence does not matter. All right. So ABCD, out of them, you will have to select 2 of them. So AB, AC, AD, BC, BD, and then CD. Okay. 4 multiple 4 time and minus 2. So Megha, you can check your answer. You are not correct. So listen to whatever I am doing. Okay? Huh? So look at the method that I am using and then after that check. All right? Okay. So here there are 6 ways in which you can select 2 objects out of 4 objects. Okay? Now here the number of objects was very small, very less. So because of which I could make all these 6 cases. But if the problem is bigger, let's say uh, there are 20 objects out of which you will have to select any 3 of them. Okay? Right? There are 20 objects out of which you will have to select 3 of them, right? So how will you do that? Now, obviously, I cannot make all these cases because it will take me hours to make all those cases, and it will be difficult to see if any case is repeated or have I missed any case, right? So for this, we will use a direct formula. Okay, now let's understand the formula of combination. Now, this formula is called formula of combination. Now, the formula is number of ways of selecting R objects from n objects. Okay, so total there are n objects out of which we'll have to select R. So the representation of the formula is NCR. N is the total number of objects. R is the number of objects that you will have to select. And C stands for combination. This can also be written as C bracket N comma R. And the formula is, note down the formula and I'll show you the application of this formula. So the formula is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial multiplied by r factorial. Okay, this is the formula. All right. Now, application of this formula, how do we apply this formula? So let's say we have to find out the value of 7C2. Okay, the value of n is 7 and the value of r is 2. So n factorial, that is 7 factorial upon 7 minus 2, n minus r is 7 minus 2 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial. Okay, so 7 factorial upon 5 factorial into 2 factorial. ठीक है? Now 7 factorial is 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. And 5 factorial is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So if I'll do 7 factorial divided by 5 factorial, then this 5 factorial part will get cancelled. So you don't have to write this again and again. You must understand this part. So 7 factorial divided by 5 factorial can be written as 7 into 6. And then divided by 2 factorial, this one is left. So divided by 2. So this will come out to be 21. Okay. So this is how this formula can be applied. 7C2. Okay. So this is the formula of combination. So now out of 20 objects, if you will have to select 3, so you can write it as 20C3. That is 20 factorial upon 17 factorial multiplied by 3 factorial. N factorial upon n minus r. 20 minus 3 is 17 factorial upon 3 factorial. Now 20 factorial upon 17 factorial. 20 into 19 into 18 से divide हो जाएगा, divided by 3 factorial, that is 3 into 2 into 1. Now this will be cancelled. So the answer will be 1140. Simplification you can do yourself. Just understand the meaning of this factorial. Thank you, Lakshay. Yes, this is what our objective is. Only wait for some time and you will get to know the difference between permutation and combination. Okay. So Uni, can you be a little patient? See, I have not discussed permutation. Okay. So kindly be patient. All right. So this is how to apply the formula of combination. Now the next thing is, yes, Joy, formula side. Lakshay, how do I calculate so fast? You want to learn some faster tricks. So how have I how am I able to increase my speed? It's just with experience, with practice. Okay. So there is no trick to do fast calculations. It's just the practice. So agar tum practice kar loge, if you will do practice, then you will be faster. Okay. Now let's discuss permutation. Now in permutation, let's say the question is A, B, C, D. There are four objects, and you will have to arrange any two of them like this. Arrangement. So in combination, it was selection. Here it is arrangement. Okay. Now when you are arranging things, then AB and BA will be considered separately. Okay. So the order will matter in this case. Okay. Right. The order will matter. So in selection, in combination, the order did not matter. Here in permutation, the order will matter. All right. So the order in which, the sequence in which the objects will be arranged, it will be considered as different. AB and BA will be different. Some of you are saying, when I learned this in class 11, did not understand much about it. Derivation, integration, and limits appeared much. Now I'm understanding much better. Thank you, Shomu, if you are understanding this in a better way. Thank you. Okay. So permutation will be applied whenever you will have to be careful with the arrangement. That means the order. Okay. Right. Ankush, wait. Can you please wait? Right. Okay. So in permutation, the formula is NPR. NPR is equal to, here N is the total number of objects, R is the number of objects that you'll have to arrange, and P stands for permutation. So the formula is N factorial upon N minus R factorial. Okay. This is the formula for permutation. All right. So application of this formula will be done in the similar manner. Now we'll have a look at the questions. Okay. So before we look at the questions, would you like to take a small break? No, Ketan, that is not in the syllabus. Okay, a lot of you are saying no, they don't want a break. Fine, but we'll have to take a break. A lot of students needs a break, so we'll take a very small break of 15 minutes. Okay, so 15 minutes break lete hain, and we'll see you at 7:15 p.m. All right. Hi friends, welcome back. Thank you, Ankush. Hello friends, welcome back, all of you. Please acknowledge if you are here. Just write yes in the chat box, all of you. Great, good, good, good. Yes, Ankush. Kunjan, I don't know what it mean in Hindi. Permutation. I don't know the Hindi meaning of that. All right, all of you. Now let's continue and solve some questions based on permutation and combination. Ankush, which rule are you talking about? No, Ankush, I don't have any formula like that. Okay, how many three-letter words or groups, or you can say word, can be made with the letters A, B, C, D without repetition of any letter? So we want to make three-letter words and we have four alphabets. So the first place can be filled in four ways. The second can be filled in three ways because the repetition is not allowed. And the third can be filled in two ways. All right. So 4 into 3 into 2, that is 24 will be the answer. Okay. Yes, Ram. So Ram, you are asking how to identify that the question is of permutation or combination. Okay. So Ram, here in this case, we have to make words. Okay. So if I'll make a word like, let's say, CAT, then ATC, ACT. Can I say that the word will change depending upon the sequence of these alphabets, right? So in that case, you may apply permutation when there is like the sequence is matter. Okay, fine. Now here you can solve this using formula as well. So it will be 4p3. So 4p3 will be the formula that will be applied in this case and you will get the same answer. 4 factorial upon 4 minus 3 factorial, that is 24 only. Okay. Next question, question number 2. How many three-letter words can be made with the letters A, B, C, D, E without repetition? Kavya, if it does not mention meaningful words or non-meaningful words, you will consider all of them. Okay? So with or without meaning does not matter. So you will consider all of them. Okay? Because if they will ask the meaningful words, then it will be more of a question of verbal ability. Okay, so now we'll have to make three-letter words and we are given five alphabets. So answer will be 5 into 4 into 3. Repetition is not allowed. So answer will be 60. Okay. Next question, question number 3. Yes, Lakshya. You'll have to learn dictionary for that if they're asking with meaning. How many four-letter words can be made with the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, such that the first letter is a vowel without repetition of any letter? Okay. Now the first letter should be a vowel. Now, out of these seven alphabets which are given, how many vowels are there? A is a vowel and E is a vowel. So this first place can be filled using only two options. So there are two possibilities to fill the first place. Okay. Now, for the second place, how many possibilities, how many ways are there in which this place can be filled? Absolutely correct. Now, originally, all seven possibilities were there: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, but already one place has been filled. At this place, one of the alphabets will be used. Okay, so that alphabet will not be available for the next place. So this place has six options. Okay, right? Now vowel can come here. So one of the vowels will be used here. The other vowel which is left will be available for this place. Okay. Now for the next place, originally there were seven possibilities. Now how many possibilities are left for this place? Already two alphabets are used. So five possibilities are left for this place. And similarly for the next place, how many possibilities are left? There are four possibilities which are left. Okay. So multiply these numbers and you can calculate your answer. So what is the answer of this question? 6 into 5, 30 into 4, 120 into 2, that is 240. So 240 is the answer of question number 3. Okay. Now in the similar manner, do the next question. Chituri, how to? Because they are saying that the word should start with a vowel. Okay, the word should start with a vowel. Okay, so at the beginning, only A and E are available. Okay, so that is why two possibilities. Anil, these type of questions where there is a condition will not be solved using the formula. You will have to apply the logic only, and then you will be able to solve it. Now we have to make four-digit numbers such that the numbers are even. Okay. Now, what is an even number? An even number is a number. Ankush, we'll see if you're saying that the options are wrong. So we'll check. Okay. So it may be possible. There might be some typing errors as well. Huh? Now the number should be even. That means it should end with an even digit. Okay. Now out of these six digits which are available, 2, 4, and 6, these three digits are even. All right. Okay. Now in these questions, in the questions like this, whenever there is a condition given on any place, right? किसी भी place पे कोई भी condition given होती है, right? So, in that case, you must fill that position first of all. Okay. So, here, since the number should be even, that means the rightmost digit should be even. There is a condition given on this digit. So, we will start from here. So, we'll fill this place first. सबसे पहले इस place को fill करेंगे. So, in how many ways this place can be filled? In how many ways this place can be filled? This place can be filled in three ways. Okay. Now, after filling this place, we will again jump back to the normal sequence. So we'll fill this place. Now, originally there were six options available for this. One of the digits is used. So how many options are left for this? Five options are left because repetition is not allowed. Then for this place, four options are left, and this place, two options are left. Okay. Now you can multiply these numbers and get your final answer. So 20, 40, and 3. Answer kitna aa raha hai? What is the answer? Answer I am getting as 120. Pallavi, I'll explain it again. मैं दोबारा explain कर देता हूँ. So Pallavi, since the number should be even, that means it should end with an even digit. Out of these digits which are available, 2, 4, and 6 are even. 2, 4, and 6 are even. I'm sorry, my mistake. Guys, मैंने एक mistake कर दिया. So I'm rectifying that error. Wait, all of you. So I'll repeat. So 2, 4, and 6, this place can be filled in three ways. Okay. Now, after filling this place, I'll go back to the leftmost place. So originally there were six digits available. One of the digits is already used at the rightmost place. So available options for this is 5. Then for the next place it is 4, and for the next place it is 3. By mistake I have written it as 2. मैंने गलती कर दिया था. So now you can find out the answer. 5 into 4 is 20, into 3 60, into 3 180. So 180 should be the correct answer of this question. Okay. No problem, Ankush. All right. Next question. Question number 5. Now, one of the students requested for this type of question where the concept of divisibility was used. Only because there was a condition on one of the places. That is why we filled it first and then moved in the normal sequence. How many 4-digit numbers can be made with the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which are divisible by 5 without repetition of digits? All right. Now, how many 4-digit numbers can be made with the digits given such that the number is divisible by 5? Now, only these digits are available and the number should be divisible by 5. The number is divisible by 5, so the rightmost place can be filled by using only a single digit, which is 5. So there is only one possibility for the rightmost place. Done. Then for the leftmost place, how many possibilities are there? Remaining 5, then 4, then 3. So 5 into 4 into 3 into 1, that is 60. 60 should be the answer of this question, right? Okay, let's move on and look at the next, another type of question. Now read it carefully and then find out the answer. Good, Kanchana. Hello, Saksham. Okay, I'll just say a few things and you will be able to understand the logic. Now, these are 10 points which are given. Okay. Now, to draw a line between these points, okay, I need 2 points. Okay. Between any 2 points, a line can be drawn. Now, to draw one line, if I'll select AE or I'll select EA, can I say that I will get only one line? AE or EA is one and the same thing. Am I clear? Yes or no? So all of you, can you please, like those who have those who understood that they have given a wrong answer, can you please make a correction? Yes, Asif, your answer is correct. So Asif, you'll have to simplify that. Among the options, you'll have to tell me which option is correct. So the number of lines will be equal to, or you can say that you will get one line for every selection of 2 points. For every selection of 2 points, you will get one line. So you will have to find out number of ways you can select 2 points out of 10 points. That will be 10C2. Okay. So 10C2 will be the number of ways you can select 2 points out of 10 points. Why are we selecting 2 points? Because between 2 points, we can make one line, right? So calculate this 10C2, the answer will be 45. 10C2 will be equal to 45. So the correct answer here is option A. Yes, Asif, you are correct. Absolutely. Himlata, yes, combination, because here we are selecting. Understand, the line AE or EA is a single line, is one line, right? These are not two different lines. So that is why we applied combination here. Next question, question number 7, a similar one. Ritika, with practice, you will be able to differentiate between permutation and combination. So ask yourself what the question is asking. The way I treated the question, I made a line AE and then EA. Is it a different line or a same line? Okay, that will help you in determining if the permutation or combination needs to be applied. Bhimare, 3 points lying means 3 points present. Okay, so again we have 10 points and we need triangles. A triangle has 3 vertices. Okay, so we need to select 3 points out of 10 points. So it will be 10C3, right? So 10 into 9 into 8 upon 3 into 2. This is what you will get after simplification. So 4 into 3 into 10, the answer will be 120. So 120, option C is the correct answer of this question. 10C3, it is absolutely correct. Okay. All right. Now let's move on towards the next logic. So let's say the question is you are given 5 alphabets A, B, C, D, E. How many 5 letter words can be formed using these 5 alphabets such that repetition is not allowed? How many 5 letter words can be formed using these 5 alphabets such that repetition is not allowed? Absolutely correct, all of you. Now just tell me, can I write it as 5 factorial? The answer. Instead of 120, yes, the answer is 120. So 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Can I write it as 5 factorial? Yes, I can. Okay. Now 6 or 7 alphabets are given. 7 alphabets are given. And you will have to make 7 letter words without repetition. In how many ways it can be done? Absolutely. It will be 7 factorial. Right? All of you are correct. Now here in these above two questions, we can see that all the alphabets which are given, all of them are different. All of them are different. Now let's say if the alphabets given are A, B, C, D, E, F, F. Okay, F is given twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are given 7 alphabets, out of which 2 are same, and you will have to make 7 letter words using all these alphabets. So how many words can be made? Now the logic for this is, listen all of you carefully. Now here the logic is A, B, C, D, E, F, F. How many letters are given? 7 letters. If all these alphabets were different, the answer was 7 factorial. Okay, if all these alphabets were different, the answer would have been 7 factorial, right? But F is repeated twice. So we will divide 7 factorial by 2 factorial. If F is repeated twice, we will divide it by 2 factorial. If F is repeated 3 times, we will divide it by 3 factorial, and so on. I'll take different examples for this. So A, B, C, D, E, E, F, F, F. Okay. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 9 alphabets. Okay, these are 9 alphabets. So how many 9 letter words can be formed using all these alphabets? This is the question. Now, if all these 9 alphabets, Shelja 9, if all these 9 alphabets were different, the answer would have been 9 factorial. But E is repeated twice, so I'll divide it by 2 factorial. And F is repeated 3 times, correspondingly, I'll divide it by 3 factorial. That's it. This is what you will have to do. Okay? Simple, very simple. Okay. Now let's have a look at this question. How many six-letter words can be formed from the letters of the word belief? Ankush, because E and F were different, so E is repeated twice. So E was not repeated five times. It was E twice and F three times. That is why 2 factorial separately, 5 factorial separately. Sorry, 3 factorial separately. Okay. Uni, you're asking why divide instead of minus, because this is the concept, this is the formula, this is the logic. Okay. All right, let's check it out. Now, belief in total, these are 6 alphabets, and I can see E is repeated twice. So, divided by 2 factorial. Now, the value of 6 factorial is 720 divided by 2. The answer is 360. Okay. So, 360, option C is the correct answer of this question. Next question, question number 9. Be careful with this. So it will be 6 factorial divided by A is repeated twice and then P is repeated twice. So 6 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial. 720 divided by 2 divided by 2. So answer is 360 divided by 2, that is 180. Option B is correct. Right? Next question. No, Bhimare, you cannot write that. Shubham, 720, 6 factorial. The value of 6 factorial is 720. Yeah, most of you are correct. Very good. Shriza, Megha, Anushka, Sanjana, Priyadarshini, Ankush, Ankita, Satyapal, Shelja, Vasundhara, all of you are correct. Ram. Shazia, you just have to remember up till 7 factorial. Okay. So 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is 6, 4 factorial is 24. And I'm telling you, you can also calculate it yourself. This is basic multiplication. Okay. 5 factorial is 120, 6 factorial is 720, 7 factorial is 5040. Just remember up till 7 factorial, that's it. Okay, now for a sports meet, a winner's stand comprising 3 wooden blocks is in the following form. So you can see the winner stand, one box, second box, and the third box. There are 6 different colors available to choose from, and each of the 3 wooden box is to be painted such that no two of them has same color. That means all the 3 colors should be different. So the first can be painted in 6 ways. We have done plenty of questions like this. Okay. Then the second in 5 ways and the third in 4 ways. Okay. Lakshay, don't you think that this method is easier? 5 into 4 into 5 in, 6 into 5 into 4, right? So 6 into 5 into 4, the answer is 120. This was the question that came once in CSAT. Such an easy question. Okay. Now let's move and look at the next question. Hexagon. What is a hexagon? How many sides or how many vertices are there in a hexagon? Absolutely. So hexagon is a figure having 6 sides or 6 vertices. Okay. All right. So these are the number of vertices in these different types of polygons. Now, hexagon is having 6 vertices. So you can make 6 vertices. Okay, 6 vertices. If you join them, you will get a hexagon, right? Now they're asking how many triangles can be made. So we have already done this type of question. Okay, so answer will be 6C3. So 6C3 calculate kar lo, and that will be your answer. It will be equal to 20, which is option A. So joining all the vertices of a hexagon, how many triangles can be made? 6 vertices, 3 of them can be selected in 6C3 ways. Answer is 20. Next, question number 12. By joining all the vertices of an octagon, how many triangles can be made? All right, good. So can I say that answer will be 8C3? Agree? Agreed? Yes. Answer will be 8C3. So 8 into 7 into 6 divided by 3 into 2 into 1. So value will come out to be 56. 56, yes, it is absolutely correct. Okay. 56 is a correct answer. Next question, question number 13. Uni, you are asking me to explain the concept. I have already explained it, and we have solved 3, 4 questions like that earlier. So please be attentive in the lecture. Okay, please be attentive. Now, this is a new thing, like you will be able to solve it easily. By joining all the vertices of a hexagon, how many diagonals can be made? Now, what is a diagonal? Now, A, B, C, D, E, F is a polygon, is a hexagon. Okay, this is a hexagon. Okay. Now, A, B, B, C, C, D, E, all these are sides. All these are sides that I have drawn. Now, I'm going to draw the diagonals. Okay. Diagonals are the lines which connect the non-adjacent vertices. Okay. Diagonals are the lines which connect non-adjacent vertices, all of them. Right? So these are the diagonals. AC is the diagonal, AD is the diagonal, AE is the diagonal, and so on. So how can you count the diagonals? So if you calculate the total number of lines, if you calculate the total number of lines that are there and subtract the number of sides of the hexagon, the number of lines minus the number of sides of the hexagon, then you will be able to calculate the number of diagonals here. Okay, right? So total number of lines कैसे पता चलेंगी? Hexagon, it has 6 vertices. So 6C2 will be the number of lines. ठीक है? Right? Minus the number of sides, that is 6. 6 sides are there. So 6C2 is 15 minus 6, that is equal to 9. So there will be a total of 9 diagonals. There will be a total of 9 diagonals in this figure. All right. Now total number of lines can be calculated using this formula, 6C2 minus 6, because we are subtracting the lines, the black colored lines, the sides of the triangle of this hexagon. Okay, so total number of lines will include the sides and diagonals. Okay, sides and diagonals. So to calculate number of lines, okay, to calculate number of lines, I'll use this formula, 6C2. Okay, and then subtract number of sides, which is 6. So 6C2 minus 6, it is equal to 9. Okay, now you can also take the direct formula. You can also take the direct formula for finding the number of diagonals. So direct formula, 6C2 is number of ways of selecting 2 points out of 6 points. This is how we calculated the number of lines. We have done 4-5 questions of this. So n into n minus 3 divided by 2. Note down this direct formula for finding the number of diagonals, n into n minus 3 divided by 2. Here n is the number of vertices. Okay, so hexagon has 6 vertices. 6 into 6 minus 3 is 3 divided by 2. You will get the final answer quickly. Okay, so totally up to you. You can use the logic or the formula. It's totally up to you. Okay, all right. So this question came in CSAT 2018 by joining all the vertices of an octagon. How many diagonals can be made? So octagon 8 side. So 8C2 minus 8. That is 28 minus 8. It will come out to be 20. So 20 is the answer of question number 14. Question number 15. Now, how many three-digit natural numbers? So we have to make three-digit numbers without repetition of digits. Good. Such that each digit is odd. So which digits are available? Only odd digits are available. So 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. These digits are available. And the number is divisible by 5. So that means the rightmost digit should be 5. Can I say that this is a very easy question? We have done this earlier as well. Okay, so only one possibility for this because the number has to end with 5. Then there are 4 possibilities for this and 3 possibilities for this. So 4 into 3 into 1. Okay, the answer is 12. So option B, 12 will be the answer. Okay, clear, simple, बहुत सही. Ankush, 3-digit whole number, so it will be the same. Okay, answer will be the same. Okay, it's a 3-digit, so even sorry, whole number, natural number, it's one and the same thing. Okay. Next question, question number 16, again CSAT 2022. Now, Bhimare, there were four possibilities which were left for that place. So I'll explain it again. These are the five digits which are available. The number is divisible by 5, so rightmost digit can be 5 only. So one possibility is there. Out of the five possibilities, one of the digit is used. So remaining number of possibilities here will be 4 and then 3. Okay, so 4 into 3 into 1, 12 is the final answer. Now, one non-zero digit, that means starting from 1 up till 9, one vowel. How many vowels are there? How many vowels are there? There are five vowels. How many consonants are there? Good, 21 consonants. Okay. Now we have to make a password. We can use one non-zero digit, one vowel, and one consonant. So that means the password will be of three places. Okay. Such that each password has to start with a vowel, end with a consonant, and then here it should be a digit. Okay. So number of vowels is 5, number of digits is 9, and number of consonants is 21. Just multiply and get the answer. Such an easy question. Do you agree? How many of you agree that this is one easy question? So simplify karna hai, just multiply karna hai, and yes, Somu says very easy. Okay, great, simple one. Yes, I agree. So if you study properly, then you will find this question as one of the easiest question you will see. So what is the answer? 945, option C. I'm not multiplying, you can do it by yourself. Okay, now let's look at some questions from the last year. Kanchana, because it was given that one vowel has to be used, one digit has to be used, and one consonant. Okay, so it was given in the question, you will have to use one vowel, one consonant, one digit. So these are three. So that is why three blanks. Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you very much. All right. Simple question hai. So it's a hexagon again. So you are given a square. Okay. Yes, already done. Yes, Kumari. So now you will have to make selections. So let's say this is A, B, C, D. Now on AB, I have to select 1 point. On CD, I have to select 1 point. Then on BC, I have to select 2 points. And on AD, I have to select 2 points. How many distinct triangles can be drawn using any 3 points as vertices out of these 6 points. 6C3 is the answer, 20, option C. Okay. Next question, question number 20. A slightly complex question, but whatever it requires to do this question, we know the logic. Okay. So you have to be very patient while doing this question. Okay. So be thoughtful, be patient, and you will get the answer. Now the digits 11223344 are given, such that odd digits will occupy odd positions. So I'll mark odd positions. Fine, these are the odd positions. Okay. Now just consider only these four positions. Okay. So I'll draw them separately. Fine, between them there are even positions. So these are the four odd positions. Okay. Am I clear? So I'll look at them separately first of all. Now, on these positions, only the digits 1, 1, 3, 3 can come. At these four positions, the digits 1, 1, 3, 3 can come. So, how many numbers can be formed using these four digits? How many numbers can be formed? Be careful with this. You know the logic. Hemlata, careful. Two are repeated. So can I say that? So how many, give me an answer, how many four-letter words can be formed using these four alphabets? How many four-letter words can be formed using these four alphabets? It will be 4 factorial divided by 2 factorial, 2 factorial, right? So again, here will be 4 factorial upon 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Careful, careful. Okay, so what is the value? The value comes out to be 6, right? Now, similarly for the remaining places, only even numbers can come. What are the even numbers? 2, 2, 4, 4. So in how many ways they can be placed? Once again, the same thing, 4 factorial upon 2 factorial, 2 factorial, that is 6. So 6 ways for this, 6 ways for this, multiply them. No, we'll multiply them because it's a single number. So 6 multiply 6, answer will be 36. So the correct answer of this question will be 36. All right. So we can say that we have done this type of question. We know the concept. It's just understand how to use it. Okay. Now let's do one more question from the last year. Now, this question is also slightly different. I believe some of you might commit a mistake, but be careful in this. Okay, let's have a look at it. Now we are given four horizontal strips and three colors: red, green, and yellow. The question is, what is the number of different ways in which this can be done so that, careful, no two adjacent strips have same color. No two adjacent strips have same color. No two strips which are together should have same color. Okay. This strip and this strip, they may have same color, but adjacent strips should not have same color. Right. Now I'll start from the first strip. In how many ways this can be painted? What is the total number of possibilities, options available for this? Absolutely three. Okay. Now, the only thing that you'll have to take care is, for the next strip, whatever color is painted on the previous, that color should not be used. So originally there were three options available. One color is used on the previous strip. So the number of options available for this strip is two. Okay. Now hold your horses, be careful. Now for the next strip, originally there were three colors. The color which is used on the previous strip, only this one cannot be used. So once again, this has two options. Then again, originally there were three. The color which was used earlier should not be used here. So one color is removed. Then out of three, two are left for this place. So multiply them and get the answer. Okay. So what is the answer here? The answer should be 24, and option C is the correct answer for this. All right. Option C is the correct answer. Option C, that is 24, is the correct answer for this one. Yes, Sakshi, once again. So Sakshi, originally, I hope this must be clear that there are three colors available for the first strip. Now, the color which is used on the first strip will not be used on the second strip. Okay. So out of three, two colors are left. Okay. Then for the next strip, the color which is used here only will not be used. So one color is used out of three. So two are available for this place. Again, for the next strip, the color which was used on the previous strip, this one will not be used. So one color was used here. So it will not be used on the next one. Okay. So out of three, only two are left. So that is why two. So 3 into 2 into 2 into 2, that is 24 is the correct answer. Okay. अब प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन में फैक्टोरियल सॉल्व करवाओ. फैक्टोरियल कैसे सॉल्व कराऊं? 4 फैक्टोरियल अपॉन 2 फैक्टोरियल 2 फैक्टोरियल. 4 factorial is 24, 2 factorial is 2, so 24 upon 4 is 6. Okay. All right. So that is all about permutation combination. Now we will be starting with probability in tomorrow's lecture. Okay? So let's keep probability for tomorrow. So we will stop here for the day and we'll continue from where we have left today. Now, I would suggest one thing to all of you. Now, in probability, there will be some concepts of permutation combination will be applied. Okay. So I would suggest all of you to practice the concepts of permutation combination for tomorrow's lecture. Now, for tomorrow, we are left with probability, mensuration 2D and 3D, data interpretation, and data sufficiency. Now, all these topics are very small topics. Yes, tomorrow is the last class. So, all these topics are very small topics, and we will expect to finish it earlier. Okay, fine. So that's all from my side, my dear friends. Let's call it a day. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock sharp. Have a good night. Bye bye. Ankush, I'm again telling you, I don't have any formula for that. Okay.